Hello everyone, welcome to Explained in English. My name is Kaya, and today I'm explaining the song With or Without You by U2. U2 is a band that is very well known today, but they really started having massive success in the 1980s. This song, With or Without You, is one of their most well-known songs of all time. The lyrics describe how it feels to be in a troubled relationship. A relationship where no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to make it work. If you don't know this song, or if it's been a while since you've heard it, I highly recommend listening to the song before this explanation. You can listen to the music and read along with a transcript of this explanation for free at explainedinenglish.com. I also put a direct link in this episode's show notes. Alright, let's get into the lyrics. The first verse begins with the line, "See the stone set in your eyes." So we can see some eyes, and these eyeballs have a particular look. They have a look like a stone. A stone is like a rock, or a small stone would be a pebble. It's a very hard material, and he's using this word, stone, to describe the eyes. To me, it means without life. He's saying that the eyes look like they're dead, or that they're lacking emotion and feeling. As I said before, stones are very hard, and so they lack softness and emotion. He says, "See the stone set in your eyes." Anything that is set is fixed. It means that it's not changing. So this lifeless stone look is always there. It's set. See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. We see another object now, a thorn. Thorns are the very sharp and pointy part of certain plants, such as roses. Roses very commonly have thorns, but many plants use thorns as a type of defense, perhaps so that other animals don't eat their leaves or don't eat the plant. Because whenever you touch a thorn, it hurts. It's very pointy, almost like a needle or a knife. And that's what we see in this line. We see a thorn twisting in someone's side. Side here means the side of someone's body. That is the lateral portion of the body. So not the front of your body and not the back, but the sides. This thorn is being twisted into someone's side. Twisting a thorn would be like turning a thorn. If the thorn is being twisted, then it means it's going to go in deeper. The thorn will do more damage. It's going to hurt even more. Having a thorn inside your body is bad enough, but if it's being twisted or if someone twists it, then it's aggravating the hurt. It's making it even worse. See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I wait for you. He can see this person suffering. He can see that they're not what they used to be. He misses their old presence, and he wants them to be there with him and for him. And so he says, I wait. He's hoping that they'll come back to him, or that this person will come back to life and heal. The verse continues, sleight of hand and twist of fate. You can think of magic tricks. Many magicians often use sleight of hand in order to fool or trick the spectators or the audience. In the context of a relationship, sleight of hand would mean being crafty or dishonest. Just like at a magic show, if someone is very good with sleight of hand, then you're amazed and you don't know how they did it. You watch the trick, you see everything happening, but you're surprised by the final result, and you don't understand what happened. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. Here's the word twist again, but here it means that something is changing. There's a change in the fate or the destiny of this person. A twist of fate means something is happening that you didn't expect. It's like you thought your life would go a certain way, and then there's a twist of fate. There's a big change. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails, she makes me wait. So he's waiting again. He's standing around and hoping for things to change. And he's waiting on a bed of nails. Nails are like thorns in the sense that they're also very sharp and pointy. But nails are usually made of metal. You can use a nail, for instance, to hold two pieces of wood together. You grab a hammer and a nail and you pound the nail into the wood. He's waiting on a bed of nails, which is interesting because usually a bed is what you use to sleep on, and it should be very comfortable and soft and cozy. But sleeping on a bed of nails would be very uncomfortable. It would hurt. On a bed of nails, she makes me wait, and I wait without you. This just means that he's alone. She's not with him, so he is without her. And now we get to the first chorus of the song, which is just one line. It says, with or without you. Notice the pronunciation here, with or without you, instead of with or without you. The pronunciation without you is not a rule, but it is something that you'll hear from many English speakers, especially in music. Let's continue to verse 2. It begins, through the storm we reach the shore. The storm here is symbolic of difficult times in life, some kind of rough or turbulent experience which is like a storm. Storms are, of course, extreme weather, like you can have a snowstorm or a windstorm, like hurricanes. There are many types of storms, but this is like a relationship storm. So, through the storm, we reach the shore. Reaching the shore means they survived. They made it through the storm. I think of a storm at the sea on the water, and there's a shipwreck, and so you're in the water and you're struggling, you're fighting for your life, and so you have to swim to the shore, you swim to the land, and when you get there, you can relax a little bit. You made it through the storm and you reached the shore, the land. Through the storm, we reached the shore. You gave it all, but I want more. Here we have the past tense of the verb give. You gave. Whenever you give something, you're offering it up. You can give things like gifts, or you can give your time or your energy, your attention to someone. Here it says you gave it all. That means you tried your best. You did everything that you could. You gave it your all, but I want more. So even though this person offered everything that they had, they gave it all, he still wants more. So it wasn't enough. He still feels like he's missing something, so he wants more. You gave it all, but I want more, and I'm waiting for you. So because he wants more, he's still waiting. He still has faith or hope that things will change. And then begins the second chorus where he says, with or without you, I can't live with or without you. So being with this person is hard. It's difficult. And he says, I can't live with you, but I also can't live without you. So he's also suffering when he's alone, when he's without the presence of this person. This chorus then leads to the bridge where he repeats, "And you give yourself away." For me, this is one of the strongest lines in the song. Earlier we talked about the verb give. Here it says give yourself. This could mean giving your body to someone. It could mean giving your love to someone. When you give yourself, you're giving your energy, your passion, the deepest part of who you are. And giving yourself away, I think, makes it sound like a bad thing. It's almost like you give too much, too freely. You give so much of yourself that you don't have your own identity anymore. You don't even have anything left to give. So you're giving yourself away. It also makes me think of giving away objects, which usually means that you give them away for free and you don't want any money for them, so you give them away. And he emphasizes this point by saying, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. So not just once, over and over and over, he keeps giving. The final verse of the song starts with the line, "My hands are tied, my body bruised." When your hands are tied together, you can't use them anymore. You've lost your mobility. Anything that is tied is joined together. So you can think of like a rope or some kind of string being tied around the hands or the wrists, and he can't move them anymore. He can't use his hands. My hands are tied, my body bruised. His body being bruised means that he's tired, he's hurt, he's worn out. A bruise is a mark on your body that you would get after, for instance, someone hits you. Oh! And then the next day, you have a bruise on your arm. It's usually like a bluish, darkish color. And it's a way that your body has to heal after being hurt or after getting hit. My hands are tied, my body bruised. She's got me with nothing to win and nothing else to lose. She got me means she's put me in this situation. He's saying, this is where I am. I'm in a place where I have nothing to win and nothing else to lose. What he's saying is that he doesn't have anything else to give, so he can't lose anything more. He's given it all. But because of that, he also has nothing to win. He's tried everything, and so there's no way he can gain in this situation anymore. He doesn't know what to do. He can't live with or without her. One of the things that I find very interesting in this song are the second person pronouns, which, if you're not into grammar, that means the words you and your. I like his use of these words because they leave a little bit of room for interpretation. For example, in the first verse where it says, "See the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side." He's probably talking about his partner, but he could also be referring to himself. Imagine, for example, him looking into the mirror and seeing himself. That is, looking at his own eyes and seeing how they're lifeless like a stone. Or noticing his own pain like the thorn twisted in his side. It may be a stretch, but even where he says, "I wait for you," is he waiting for her or is he waiting for himself to come back? However, the most ambiguous or the most uncertain use of this "you" is in the bridge where he says, "And you give yourself away." I always felt that "you" here was referring to the guy or himself, like he gives so much of his time and his energy in this relationship. However, my wife was saying she always interpreted the line as in the other person gives themselves away. Using this interpretation, it's as if he's telling this girl, you give yourself away very cheaply, very freely to people who don't even care about you as much as I do. It's like he's waiting for her to realize that he loves her more, and so he's waiting. I would be very, very curious to know what you think. Which way do you interpret these lyrics? Another possible interpretation for this song is that some very difficult or traumatic event happened. That's like the twist of fate or the storm that they had to go through. But this event had a very terrible effect on the girl, and perhaps she's a little depressed. She's feeling a little lifeless, with a stone look in her eye, and still hurting with this thorn in her side. And her partner is trying to support her, but also needs support himself. He's waiting for his partner to come back. He's tried everything he could, but doesn't know what else to do and doesn't know what else he can give. So he's waiting in this kind of limbo, neither happy with or without the person. Whatever the words mean to you, I think we can agree that both the lyrics and the music are pretty darn good. This is actually the first 80s song that I'm explaining on the podcast. However, I'm working on the Discover the 1980s album for Explained in English. If you have a favorite 80s song or artist that you'd like to see on that album, let me know in an email or comment. Thanks for spending this time with me today. I will see you all in the next explanation. Bye-bye.
Music is on excess. Music leaves me breathless. Music, it connects us.